I decided to become a better artist in 30 days. Not a great artist, just someone who can draw a human without inventing a new species. This is week 1. Spoiler alert, it's mostly just confusion, limbs that didn't quite make it, and a duck. Because what's an art series without a duck? Day 1. I hadn't drawn in a couple of days, living my life. But then I came back to gesture drawing, and let's just say it wasn't pretty. My first couple attempts were so slow that the timer was probably getting impatient with me. But eventually I got into it, and by the end of the day, I did 50 gestures. 50 entire gestures. Well, not entire, some were missing some limbs. But I made 50, because why not push myself to the limit, even when I'm still figuring out which way limbs go. After a few of them, I started to notice when limbs looked a little too long or short, and I guess that's progress, right? Like, barely noticeable progress, but still progress. Day 2. Spent most of the day today hanging with my friends. So, I did a quick 15-minute gesture session, just to get something down. Also tried a few new ways to start my gestures, torso first, head first, whatever. They all turned out kind of like my first attempts, but I'm learning. Day 3. Back on track today. I did my gestures, threw in a couple of cold doodles, and yep, I made a duck gesture. And honestly, drawing gestures started to feel kind of fun, even if the figures were a little off. Day 4. Woke up early to do my warm-ups, try to add some shapes to my mannequin. Bad idea. The shapes I added didn't help much. I ended up with what looked like a hybrid of a human and a T-Rex, but with more posture problems. Anatomy. Definitely a work in progress. Day 5. Day 5 was a reality check. I realized I had absolutely no idea how to foreshorten anything. I started to wonder, how does anyone make a human arm look like it's actually in front of them? And by the time I figured it out, the 30-second timer had already given up on me. Day 6. Honestly, this was probably my worst day of the week. My gestures were slow. I spent way too much time trying to figure out the legs, which is a problem when you're supposed to be drawing whole bodies. But I learned something valuable today. Legs are hard. Like really hard. Especially when they're supposed to be foreshortened. So yeah, leg anatomy is now officially my arch nemesis. And another thing I'll have to keep practicing for the rest of the month. Day 7. Okay, last day of the week. And I realize I'm starting to enjoy the whole gesture thing. I feel like my speed has picked up. My lines are a little less wobbly. I even did a few simple anatomy mannequins from different angles. They're not winning any art awards, but at least they look like they could stand up without toppling over. And so that was week 1. Am I a master? No. Am I better? Maybe. Slightly. Can I draw a duck with arms now? You better believe it. I'm starting to enjoy the process. Even the bad drawings are helping. Some of them might even grow into slightly better drawings, who knows? And as promised, here's the full body drawing of Cole. It's definitely a human, and it has limbs. I'll be posting my commentary and recording for the full body on Friday. Week 2 starts June 8th through the 14th. I'm going to focus on heads, faces, and expressions, which means I'll finally stop drawing every character with the same confused face. Or at least that's the goal. Remember to catch the full body Cole video on Friday, and I'll see you in week 2, where I'll finally learn how to make someone smile.